Hello everybody and welcome back to the FM23 Youth Academy Guiseley save, and it's going alright, I guess. Pretty same old really. Let's dive into it and have a look. Hello everybody, welcome back, and yes, we find ourselves in 16th position. As you can see, today we're taking on AFC Wimbledon on the 19th of December. Just a quick sort of mid-season check-in to see how it's going. To be fair, it's probably a better position than our position suggests. It's going better than our position suggests. 16th position, 28 points from 22 games, -7 goal difference, 8 points clear of the relegation zone, and only 3 points off 12th in mid-table, 4 points off 10th, 5 points off 9th, and then 8 points off 7th, 3 wins. We're 3 wins off the playoff spot. So really, it's a very actually congested table, really, which is interesting. So yeah, Reading and Brighton at the top, Luton Town 41, Bournemouth behind them, Fulham, Brentford, who are in our grasp. I would, maybe stretch to saying. But yeah, it's not been too bad. We're sticking with the 5-2-1, 5-1-2, 3-4-2-1, however you want to describe it. That's what we're sticking with. But yeah, it's going all right, actually. It's going all right. We've had patches of bad form. So the season started unbelievably well. Obviously, we beat Barnsley in the last episode, beat Burnley in the FA Cup first round on penalties, beat Swansea, beat Bolton, beat Wycombe on penalties as well to get through to the third round of the EFL Cup. Lost to Crystal Palace, which started a bit of a downturn in form where we had 3 away games back to back. We lost to Coventry, lost to Rotherham, lost to Luton, beat Altrincham in the AFL Cup third round, lost to Ipswich Town, beat Charlton, drew with Sunderland, lost to Brentford, beat Bournemouth, beat Bristol City, lost narrowly to Chelsea 1-0 in the AFL Cup fourth round, although they absolutely battered us. Drew 0-0 with West Brom, beat Cardiff 4-2, lost to Huddersfield 2-1, had a friendly because we had a week off for the EFL Cup weekend. Lost to Fulham 4-0, lost to Derby 3-2, lost to Reading 5-0, drew with Brighton 0-0, drew with Sheffield United 3-3, and just beat Wycombe 4-2. So I'm hoping we're coming back in to another purple patch of form, but we'll have to see how it goes. But overall, I think at what is pretty much the halfway point of the season, I'm not too upset with how it's been going. I think it's been pretty good. We're in a good position. Lots of losses in here as well, but we're still trying to figure things out. And when the game comes thick and fast, like Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, that is when we struggle. We've just had Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, and then we've had a whole week off before we face Wimbledon, so it's not too bad. Obviously, coming back at this point means we have had our youth intake preview, so this is what it looks like. There are 2 centre-backs that look promising, which is good when you're playing 3 at the back. The strikers are forward look good. If we can get someone up there that's another option to score goals, that is incredibly useful. Lack of intake in goal, lack of quality at fullback, no really good central midfielders. Wing backs is a bit poor. No wide midfielders, no wingers. There are a lot of wingers in the system, but they've got an F, so they're not going to be very good. Okay, no defensive midfielders, no attacking midfielders. A bit annoying about the defensive midfielders. We do need some reinforcements in there as well, which leads me on to the next little thing to talk about. Smurthwaite has been called up. Alex Smurthwaite is getting some first team football. Good passing, decent off the ball as a sort of the roaming playmaker, which we've adapted that role a little bit now. But yeah, I think he could turn into something pretty good, Alex Smurthwaite. 1.9 million already as a value. And if you look at our values, they are sneaking up, and we've got some decent players in here that have got some value. Obviously, Crimson Mori is doing very well, 6.8 to 10.5 already in the championship for little old Guiseley, which is good. Graham Cox has dropped up quite a lot, but his contract is due for renewal soon. So anyone that's got a contract for renewal will be getting probably a new contract this year if they want to stay at the club. But overall, I am pretty happy. But yes, Smurthwaite has been called up. We also called up Stuart Richards has been getting more game time this season as well. I'm really enjoying the save. Really enjoying the save. It is a proper grind at the moment in the championship. There was, I think Joe wrote a comment saying, could this be as far as it can go? I feel like we've got to carry on whilst our facilities are so shit. They need to be improved and then start getting youth intakes through and see how we get on from that. But it's all around, can we stick it out and how do these players function as they get older, because we've still got a very young team. I mean, Genjev Williams, who's one of our strikers, is only 24. He's got like 10 years left if he needs to play another 10 years. Shane Stitt at 28, still got time as well. 32 is Scott Lloyd, but he's a goalkeeper. He can keep going for a little bit longer, which is all right. I guess looking at the squad then, goals, 12 for Genjev Williams, 6 for Maury, 6 for Saint. For Stitt. Saint? Who's Saint? 6 for Stitt. 2 for Agnarsson, 2 for Cox, and then a few people in there with 1. Assist-wise, it is Graham Cox still as our assist leader with 7. Shane Stitt with 5. Kai Harding with 3. Lewis Salt with 3. Neeson with 2. Kaminsky with 2 as well. So it is being shared around. No outstanding performances this season, although Shane Stitt is leading the way with a 6.99. You can see down the bottom, the left-hand side, Jeff, you're either brilliant or shit. And really recently, you've been really shit at 6.46 in your last 5 games. So we have brought in Kane Alga, who's not been too much better, but a bit of competition for you at left wing back. So we'll see how that goes. You might have Joshua Rose hot on your tails, who are training up to be a wing back, but cannot tackle to save his life, or mark, or take a throw in, or head. So he's probably not going to get too much game time as a left wing back. Yeah, that is pretty much it. I don't think there's much more to go. Jake Mills, thank you very much for your Patreon. You will get your name in the game in the next intake. We're just waiting for that to happen, so thank you very much. If you want to support the channel, the link is all in the description below. You can become a channel member on YouTube, or you can sign up to the Patreon, whichever one you prefer, and it'll get your name in the game, like all these people that have got a little asterisk next to it. They are just supporting the channel that little bit more. And of course, if you are enjoying the video, please do leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. It really does help the channel out. Right, I guess we'll play the little game of where do you think we'll finish this season. We are 22 games into a 46 game season, so this will be the halfway point, this game, and we currently sit 16th with 28 points. Let me know in the comment section below what our finishing position will be and what our points total will be, and we'll see who gets closest to that, and if I remember, we'll go back and have a little look of it. But yeah, let's get into the game. Oh, this is what we're still playing. Yeah, I didn't actually show it, did we? The 3-4-2-1 is our system. We've been tweaking it as we go, so we've now got a regista instead of a roaming playmaker to help just push a little bit higher up the pitch and keep the ball moving as well. We've dropped from positive to balance just to make sure that our defence has a good shape about it. Part of me wants to get this to be team fluidity structured, but at the moment we're not doing that. And then we counter and counter press and change some of this stuff depending on what the opposition are playing. And it's a 4-4-2, so we're not going to be doing too much else. We won't put the opposition instructions on just yet. I think we're going to stay as we are. Yeah, we've dropped to a mid-block and a standard defensive line just to keep our defensive solidity in there as well. So yeah, right, I'll pick the team and we'll be back for game day. Okay then, so Wimbledon still have Antonio Conte in goal, which is impressive. He's been there for probably as long as we've had Scott Lloyd. We're lining up with Scott Lloyd, Joe P, Agnarsson, Donkor as the back 3, Kai Harding on the right, Connor and Smurthwaite starting in the middle, Jeff Hogg starting on the left, Graham Cox and Shane Stitt in behind, Crimson Maury up front, our superstar wonder kid who has finishing 7, so isn't amazing in front of goal, but does pop up. He got a hat-trick in the last game, which was good against Wickham. On the bench, we've got Stuart Richards, the midfielder, Balanzi Balanson, centre-back, Dominic Johnson, centre-back, Genjin Villions at the striker, Kane Alger on the left, Neeson on the right, and Lewis Salt to cover the centre midfield as well, because substitution strategies are crucial in Football Manager 2023. Right, if you carry your last point, you know what? We're going to ask John Beale. And he said, if you carry your last performance into this match, we will do wonders. So everybody, I trust you to make the difference. Go out there and make me proud. So we're lining up in the 5-2-2-1, 3-4-2-1, however you want to describe it. And AFC Wimbledon are doing the 4-4-2. So we're going to see how the game starts. And then we'll make some adjustments on the fly to it. But Wimbledon there in 14th. We are there in 16th. So a lot to play. If we win, we will leapfrog AFC Wimbledon, which is good to see, and we will get this back into 3D for you guys because we're live on camera. 2D, by the way, if you want to see how the system works, 2D is the best to view it in. So here we go. We are underway. Will we get an entertaining game at the Guiseley Stadium, our brand new stadium, which is Very big, very impressive, and it's getting a lot of attendances in as well. This is a corner to Wimbledon. Week swings it in. Doncor heads it away. It's kept alive. Joe P hooks it away. We're going to slow this down after this highlight. Jones has it. Stevens with the ball into Boyd. Jones on it again, all the way back in the pissing rain. Quay. Joe P gets a head on it. Jeff Hogg tries to get it away. It's constant from Wimbledon, and they've hit the post, and it's hooked away by Joe. And we're going to lower that down because that was speedy. But yeah, they hit the post in all of that. So they've had one very, very good chance. We're at home. Do I go for this a little bit more? I think we're going to stay on balance, but we're going to push Jeff up on this other side as well. And we're going to get on their central midfielders. Do we want to press them? I feel like that's going to pull us out of our shape a little bit too much. But when they get the ball, let's mark them tightly if they're ever in the zone, let's say. But yeah, look, Matthew Jones is already knackered, as is this centre-back. So I think we might be able to get him a little bit... No, don't tightly mark him. Trigger the press on him. He might mess up because he's fatigued. So that's something to keep an eye on as well. We might... I'm just thinking, ask our... Have I already done this? No, I haven't. Tightly mark at the back, please. You and you can oh, no, not tackle harder. Tightly mark, and you cross from deep, Joe. Just if you get the chance, swing some balls into the strikers. Right. Quay on it. He cuts a cross in towards Weeks at the back post. Heads it past the far post, and we are going to go on to positive just to try and take the game to Wimbledon a little bit. We're not creating very much at all in this game at the moment, and we may need to get someone on the ball in this space here. It may be worth changing Smurthwaite back to a roaming playmaker. We do right at the end of the half. We just created a little chance there. 0.2. That's a good effort, and 0.06. So it's not bad. They've created more. No shots on target from them. We have created a fair bit, but not a huge amount. Let's go... No, we're in the position we deserve to be. I'm going to sort of tell them to play better. Rather than pander to their needs as being, shit. Let's pander to their needs of needing to play better. So Connor's not having a good game. Smurthwaite is already tired. So... let's go Salt on for Smurthwaite. We'll get the experience of Salt on in that ball-winning midfield role, and you're going to become a... See, it says you can't be a roaming playmaker. But you can. I know you can because you've done it. So that's what we're going to set you up as, roaming playmaker. You roam around in this gap, picking up the ball, getting on it, and moving it along. We know Connor's got the passing ability to do that. Passing 12, off the ball 7 isn't amazing. But we'll stick with that for now. We're going to keep the wing-backs on attack, trying to get them forward a little bit more, putting the balls towards Crimson Mori. I'm just thinking we'll stick with that. Let's go back here. Can I go back? Look at the analytical data. Well, they're not... Yeah, see, they're not pushing their fullbacks on an awful lot. If we go teams, passes, Wimbledon... combinations 210. Who's having the most combinations here? Where's the ball? So they're playing down the right hand side is where they're getting the most combinations here. I think that's what that'll be. This is so bugged. This is so bugged, Football Manager. How have you not sorted all of this stuff out by now? So 9 Santana to Ramon Weeks. I mean, there's not too much we can read into that. So, let's put the heat map on. And we'll put average positions. So, with the ball, yeah, they are sort of sitting in a 4-2-4, aren't they? And then without the ball, they're pushing on Matthew Jones. Stuart Boyd sits deeper. Yeah, I'm hoping that a roaming playmaker will get in amongst that. Let's have a look at us. What are we doing? So, without the ball, we're pretty high up, which is a bit strange. But yeah, dropping back ground quotes. Yeah, I'm hoping that a roaming playmaker would push into these roles a little bit. We're obviously playing out to the back here. And then with the ball, yeah, nothing really changes there, does it? We just drop a little bit deeper. We could do with potentially a bit more action from the wings. Yeah, okay, let's try that then. Let's come out of this. Let's go okay. Back in. There's a little bit of an insight for you as well. I don't do that every game, but let's see if we can go a little bit wider through there. And we'll go with that. No one else is absolutely shattered. It was only Smurthwaite, who was one of our better players in that first half. But let's see what happens there. Agnarsson goes long. Crimson Mori's not going to win that. Boyd flicks it on. Fiore's there. We're trying to put a bit of pressure on. Stevens turns. Look, it's a great ball through to Santana. He looked offside, but he missed anyway. And it's going to be a goal kick. So let's encourage the boys a little bit. And we have a corner. Cox swings it in. There's a header. It's over the bar from Donkor. Unlucky. Let's play for a few more of those set pieces. See if we can make them work. It's a free kick. Weeks to swing it in. Back post. Header hits the post again, but I think... Oh no, it's just a goal kick. He wasn't offside. Right, on the hour mark is another time to make some changes. Joe P. Out to Kai Harding. Into Salt. Joe P again. Agnarsson. Goes long. I don't really want him doing that. That's a bit irritating. Weeks. Into Agnarsson. Stop just hoofing it long. Stop hoofing it long. You're on shorter passing, I think. Into K. Quay into Aldersborg. I think they're going to score, and it's all going to come from Agnarsson. Christian, if you're watching, you've put two long balls in there, and I didn't want you to. As Fiore keeps it alive, lays it back to right. Right swings a cross in. Hogg with a good header away. Into Santana. Ball back in. Agnarsson misses the header, and you've had a pretty shocking couple of minutes there, Christian. You really have. I don't want to say that you've cost us a goal, but your long clearances and your missed header has made that pretty painful, to be honest. Yeah, you just timed it wrong, didn't you? Just timed it wrong. So that's a bit infuriating. That is how we are conceding most of our goals like that. Not through Christian Agnarsson, but from little individual mistakes. That is how we're, at the moment, conceding most of our goals. So we're on the hour mark. Connor's actually got pretty good fitness. Joe P looking a bit tired, but Christian is looking tired as well. So we're going to bring on Balinese Balanson back there, who's came on and scored in the last game as well. So come on. We need something out of this. Wimbledon shutting us down a little bit. We can go a little bit crazy and really push the game, but I don't want to do that just yet. I don't want it to come to that. Right, let's get fresh legs on down the wing. So Alga on for Hogg and Neeson. Andrew Neeson on for Kai Harding. Supreme Dave, you're not suspended for this game. You're injured, by the way, which is why you're not here. Justin Donker's looking tired at the back. We've got one sub left. Donker off for Johnson on that side. Let's up the tempo a little bit. I don't want to play. The wide thing hasn't worked, so we'll take that off. A counter press against the 4-4-2 can be a bit of a nightmare. So we'll keep that off. Let's see if we can get in their faces, though. Let's push that with our fresh legs coming on. See what we can do. Last 10 minutes as well, we'll go attacking. Come on, boys. 1-0 loss to Wimbledon. It's not dreadful, but we've really not been at our creative best. If you take out that early chance they missed, it's probably been relatively even. We have a throw-in. Alga to Connor. Connor, he's just tackled easily by Boyd. Santana up to Jones, and Connor with a good tackle. Santana on it again. We should have that covered, and Joe does well. Johnson hoofs it away. Header into Davis for Wimbledon, and Jones is in behind. And Johnson's given away a penalty. Unbelievable. You've got fresh legs. You've just come on. This is also why I don't play with Get Stuck In on very often anymore, because we give away so many penalties. Good save from Lloyd. We're going to have a minute, basically, to try and salvage something from this game if Wimbledon don't waste too much time here, as Metcalf is going to take this one eventually. Come on, ref. Get him to take it. Swings it in. Balanson gets it away. There's Boyd into Metcalf, puts it across, headed back, and it's off in the underside of the bar. And Lloyd holds on, and We need to get going here. Scotty Lloyd, come on. Big kick. Big kick. It is a big kick. He's gone over the top looking for Cox. Didn't quite get there. Wright will keep it alive. 4 seconds to go. It's long. It's game over. And yeah, we know it didn't go in. Goal line technology in this game is dreadful. We didn't play brilliant. I mean, it wasn't dreadful. But yeah, we didn't play brilliantly. We didn't play brilliantly. I like the system. The system, I think... Well, you know, it's given us decent results, similar results to what was last time. I didn't like what I saw. I didn't like what I saw from the team. Bit disappointing. It's a winnable game to play against Wimbledon. Look how tight it is. We've dropped from, well, 16th to 17th, but Wimbledon go up to 12th with that. Still 8 points clear of the drop zone, and that is what it's all about at the moment. So not too bad. Not too bad. We've got Brighton up next to a second. We went on a horrible run of playing basically teams that had leapfrogged each other into first every week we played them. So, but yeah, I mean, the XG, they absolutely battered us. So not too many complaints. And Scott Lloyd has made 650 appearances for Guiseley. Bloody hell. He's done very well there. Very, very well. So we're at the halfway point. We're currently in 17th with, what, 20-something points. What did I say? 28? 28 points? Yeah, 28 points at the midway point of the season. Let me know where you think we're going to finish up and how we get on and what our points total will be. I'll see you in the next one, which should hopefully be out on Friday. And we'll see how it goes from there. So thank you so much for watching. See you then. Cheers.